setup on the first hole, PGA West Stadium course. Gonna just do quick round of 18. Nope. Just so everyone's aware.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Excellent opening tee shot right in the fairway.
Frank, what's the player facing now with this approach shot here at the first?
No.
Well, Rich, that tee shot looked like a draw off the tee. The second shot, because of that bunker just short right of that green, suits the cut coming in here.
Well, Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Frank, you always talk about it. Don't compound. That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Second hole's just 371 yards. Frank, are players licking their chops thinking they need to make a three here?
Yeah, if you can just accept the fact that you're going to have a longer second shot than you'd think for a hole of 370 yards, then that's the first way to overcome this. Just put yourself a short iron in your hand. Do the attacking with the second shot.
That's a good shot, right where you want to be, in the fairway here at number 2. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Man, he's going to be disappointed with this, Frank. After all that good work, the good drive, the nice strike on the approach shot, he's long.
Yeah, must have been in between clubs there. Obviously a toss-up, but now in hindsight, you wish you took the shorter one.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Oh, good roll, good putt.
Frank, Pete Dye certainly gives you a variety of holes, and we see that. Granted, 3 par 4s to start, but each one with a different look.
They certainly are, Rich, and it's amazing what one good bunker will do. And the bunker I'm referring to is the one down the left side. It's about 285 yards to carry. It's the sort of bunker that keeps you honest.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. -1, and really going. Frank, here's a case at the 4th hole, this par 3, of Pete Dye kind of messing with a player's mind. Just how does he do it?
Well, there's a straight line between that tee and the flag. That's the obvious thing. But if you follow the look of the hole down there, it's just the shaping of the bunkers, the little curving of the edges there that just take that mind's eye away, almost making it look like there's a little bit of a dog leg in a straight hole. Very clever.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good.
That's good.
It's no snack, though.
Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
So with that, the score is now at even par. Well, here we are at the 5th hole, a 535-yard par 5 for the long-hitting professionals. Frank, certainly not a long test. What is the challenge here on this hole?
It's another example of great design by Pete Dye. He'll give you the trouble on the left on the tee shot, and then he moves the trouble to the right on the second shot. It's going to get you one way or the other.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
This is position A, right in the fairway, and 180 yards to go. Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is going.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit. Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. So in the red figures at 1 under.
What a hole this is. 255 yards, par 3, water everywhere you look. This is a real test.
Yeah, it's called Amen, and whatever religion that you subscribe to, you better say a prayer before this one. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Pretty long putt right there. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Frank, the 7th is a short par 4, 346 yards. So I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Getting set now over the putt. Nice par to remain 1 under.
Now the second par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right side gives you that optical illusion because it sort of has that curvy edge to it, plus it sort of moves its way to that right side, and then you notice there's a bunker on the left that sneaks in on the left side. So this isn't just sort of blaze away off the tee. It still requires a good straight tee shot. If you do err a little bit, then you've got to be very cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green.
Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left. He'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Pretty good effort right there. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Really rolling at this point. 3 birdies for the round.
Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards. That water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards, then you can get it just past that bunker. But when you look at this hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward.
Fraction off the center and headed to the right. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie.
It's that sneaky distance. Can't birdie them all, Rich.
From about 8 feet. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Setting up to start the back nine here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front nine, Frank, he'll be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score. That was a little over-ambitious.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. This is a good-looking shot. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. And getting ready for the putt.
Wow, touch of a locksmith out there, making everything.
Yeah, and the result, yet another birdie, too. Totally in command. What a great shot. That club must have melted after that one.
Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Well, we've seen this before today. In the bunker.
Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
7 yards. 12 feet.
Solid play, heart of the green. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under.
Frank, now another clever, small par 4, only 363 yards here at the 12th.
A couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right side of the fairway. Then you're going to be left with something in the sort of 140, 150 yard mark to the flag. Or if you want to get a little sort of greedy, you start to sneak it up there where it gets narrow. It's shorter, but requires a better shot.
That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Putting a good round together now at 4 under.
Frank, this is no easy shot here at the par 3 13.
Yeah, 13th hole. I mean, it's so appropriate, the number of the hole for this this design by Pete Dye. Wooden bulkheads, I mean, they give you sort of that harsh look. And this is just an absolute scorecard wrecker. You get a little cavalier here, you just rack up a number. There's nothing wrong with just hitting it to the right side of this green, just taking a 3.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
Four under on the day.
14th hole, par 4 of 389 yards. It is short, but Frank, there is some danger lurking along the way.
Yeah, most of it's sand. Two options really. Poke it down that left side, let it run down there like a bowling alley. Either that or take that bunker completely out of play, 290, 300 yard category, and get it down there where it's just a flick wedge in.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Good effort and good par putt. Solid par 4 here. The 15th is 468 yards.
beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good looking birdie.
It's no snack, though.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Showing no signs of weakness. That's a good putt right there. Stays at 4 under.
Now to the par 5 16th. Frank, this is a pretty solid hole.
Like all the other par 5s here, length gets a big advantage here. This hole, as you've mentioned, bends to the left, and that bunker can be taken out of play by the longest hitters. 326 yards will get you past that. Otherwise, there's sort of a V shoot down the right side that everybody else has to respect.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Not too bad, about 25 feet away. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. This one has a chance. And he has it. Beautiful putt.
Well, there it is. They call it Alcatraz. Just sitting out there on the water, 168 yards away, Frank.
Well, speaking of water, that water looks so peaceful, doesn't it? It'd be a shame to spoil it with a splash.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
You want to know the difference between good scores and average scores? That.
Right there. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
That hurts. This would give him a bogey. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Well, Frank, hopefully the player has arrived here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunkers right. Somewhere in between, though, this fairway.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
This is an awkward length.
Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and just something so simple, completely wrong.
Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this tournament plays out.
Hope everybody enjoyed that. Maybe I will do another